Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a bit different and I am going to be reviewing the House of Tara foundation. So basically what happened was the foundation that I normally use, which is the MAC NW45, basically ran out. So every time I go and buy another foundation, I like to get a color match because I feel like, you know, obviously being in Nigeria, the sun's always hitting me, this and that. So I decided to obviously go for a color match. And when I went there, the lady told me, oh, that this is no longer my color and that the color that I am is in between this one and the one above it or the one below it, I'm not too sure. But she said they don't actually have that color here in Nigeria because it's a new color and it's in between blah 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 blah. Not to mention the price is just like it's like too expensive, so I'm not gonna go and buy a foundation that's not exactly my color for a price that is awful. If you can hear a lot of echo, really sorry, the room that I'm in is very empty, but whatever. So anyways, I then decided to check out House of Tara, which is a Nigerian brand, and it's so inexpensive for this foundation, although it's quite small compared to this. It was only 4,100, so I was excited. If you're wondering what is on my eyes, basically I get really puffy eyes, especially in the morning, so I've got an eye patch. Basically it's the Crystal Collagen Gold Powder Eye Mask. So it's basically got collagen in it, which then helps to obviously take away any puffiness, any redness, and just to make me look a bit more youthful on my eyes. So this is it. I'm going to put a link down below of where I bought it. I actually got it when I was in the UK on Groupon, and it's so cheap. It's like £2.99 for like 10 or 20 or something ridiculous. So I'm going to put that down below so you guys can buy that if you like. It's really good. So yeah, that's why this is there, just before I put on my foundation. So anyway, the foundation, this is the foundation. You can get this foundation. They've got an actual they've got an actual flagship store, or like a main store in Lekki, in one of the malls on Admiralty Way. I believe it's off Admiralty, no, not off Admiralty, it's actually on Admiralty Way in Lekki. So that's where their main store is. However, I was in the Palms ShopRite, I think it was like on a Sunday or something, so I just said let me go and pick it up. So I got it from one of their retailers. So they didn't have as much selection as I'd wanted, and I usually go for a full coverage because if I'm wearing foundation, if I'm wearing makeup, I want full coverage. I'm not going for half and half. It's either no makeup or my face is beat to the gods. There's no in between for me. So I usually like a full coverage. However, the lady there, I don't know if she really knew what she was saying, but I was tired that day. I just needed foundation, so whatever she said when. She said the color that they have in full coverage is not my color, it's too dark. So she said this is my color, but it's a medium coverage. So I said okay, no problem, I'll use this. I'll use the medium. So this is it, this is how it comes. And she said I am a TF313. So that's the color apparently that I am. I did test it. I was wearing makeup that day, so I couldn't really test it, but I tested it here on my neck, and I also tested it at the back of my hand. I liked the way it was. Ooh. So when I tested it in the back of my hand, I thought, okay, it's not too bad. Looking at it now, like, I don't know. It might be a bit too ashy actually, but we'll see. So, I've got no makeup on at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and do my face. Before I put on my foundation, oh, just messed that up. Before I put my foundation, I put on sun cream. This has actually got SPF 50. I got this, so this is the SPF that I use. I got this from Oasis Med Spa in Okoya for about, I think it was about 15,000. It was very expensive, I remember. But she said to me, I'm not gonna sweat, if I use this, and it's very good, and obviously it's SPF 50, so I went ahead and bought it. I might be saying the wrong price completely, but I just remember it being very expensive. And then on top of that, I use this primer. This is the primer that I use, and honestly, I think this primer is amazing for Nigeria because it, you know, it mattifies your face. It's from Kiko. I got it in London from Kiko. Very inexpensive, like it was so cheap. And to be honest with you, this is the only primer that I have used thus far that I can say I will sweat, and after I've sweat, once I've like kind of dabbed off the sweat, my makeup is still put, like it doesn't move, my makeup doesn't move. So this for me is amazing. I love it, and it really helps, especially if you've got like oily skin, or you've got a lot of or you get very oily. This is definitely amazing for this country. I don't know if I would suggest it if you're in like the UK or a colder climate, just because it really dries out your face. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face. So I'm gonna do that off camera, not to bore you guys. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've creamed my face, and I've with the SPF 50, and then I've primed it. So my face might be looking a little bit white. Looking at my face, I've got a lot of I suffer from eczema and like a lot of texture. So usually my skin's a lot better than this, but my skin is quite bad. Looking at it now, so this might not be the best time to actually try this foundation, so I'm not going to judge it too much on like whether it's smooth on my face, because my canvas is not the best. But here we go. Usually I like to put on my concealer first around my eyes and around my mouth, but just for the sake of the video, just so I can get a true vibe on the foundation, I won't do that. I don't know if I put on quite a lot, but I'm really scared because it's medium coverage. Obviously, I feel like I'm gonna have to build it up just to get what I need. So anyway, I'm using a beauty blender to apply the foundation. It is wet, and I'm just gonna dab that into my skin. I can see already that it is definitely medium coverage. I mean, I know it does say that, but I'm definitely going to need to build this up. Like I said, I do like a full coverage, so I'm gonna have to build it up, which is annoying, but like I said, they didn't have my color, so. I don't know, it looks like it's my colour. Seems to be okay. I don't think I have any problems with the colour so far. It seems to be blending in quite well. It's not giving me any issues. I have no makeup on, other than I just decided to I attempted to draw on some eyebrows, but other than that I've got no other prior I've got nothing on my face. So and I've got a lot of natural light in the room, just so you can really see what it looks like. So try and get it into my hairline. I don't know, on camera it looks very yellow. Doesn't look as, it looks a bit, I feel like this will give me flashback. So what I mean by flashback is, if I take a picture, my face is gonna look quite white. That's how I feel with this, especially looking at it on the camera. I feel like it's very yellow. Off camera, like in my mirror, doesn't look, it looks like it's blended in quite well. Like it's blending in quite well, should I say. It doesn't look as yellow and as scary and like, whoa. Like, yeah, you got foundation on, girl. So, I think I'm gonna put another layer on, just because, I mean, this is perfect if you don't want to look like you've got foundation on, like you just really, if you're a medium coverage girl basically, but like I said, I'm not. Try and get that in. I don't know, it's not giving me that finish I normally like, so I'm gonna put a bit more. So this is gonna allow me to know whether it's buildable, because not all foundations are buildable. Some foundations you can't build on it, it just looks awful. So I'm gonna be able to, I've done the first layer, I'm gonna see if this second layer will help the case and make it a bit more full coverage. But again, I did like the price. I did mention it was only 4,100. So I liked that. I was very happy about the price compared to what I would have spent. But then I guess you do get what you pay for. If I'm not, I like to put it all over my eyes, especially if I'm not going to wear any, eyeshadow. I love to put foundation all over my eyes, just so I don't look a bit funny around that area, because I used to do that. I used to go out with no foundation over my eyelids, and it didn't look right in pictures. So yeah, it does seem buildable. The only thing is, ooh, it's kind of bad in my eyes actually, which the MAC foundation doesn't do. It is kind of, but it's okay. But my eyes have been quite sensitive the past few days. Okay, it's kind of gone now. I just got like a little burning sensation, but it's gone. Didn't last, so I don't know if that's me being sensitive right now, because my eyes have been quite sensitive. Don't know if you watched my last video. This eye was looking a hot mess, and I've just been a hot mess of lately, and my skin, everything is just not looking the way it normally does. So I don't know if all of that is a factor. I mean, I guess it would be. Is this foundation buildable? Is it buildable? Yes, it is buildable. Is it the best blend? Let's see, let me try and bring you guys in closer. So, I don't know. Okay, so right off the bat, what I would say is it is a buildable foundation. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely it's doable. Like, it's okay. I can wear this foundation. Obviously, if you like a more full coverage, this might not be the best foundation for you. However, if it's the only thing you've got, you can obviously apply like a second layer, which helps, but it's still not exactly 100% full coverage. But I mean, that's okay. It's blendable. It blended quite well, but it took me a while to actually blend. So it's not a foundation you're gonna just put on in a rush. Like, you're gonna have to be there like the way I was and still am. You're gonna have to be there blending it. Like, you can't just rush this, because if you do, you're probably gonna get patches everywhere and it's gonna show up on camera. From what I can see, I feel like I'm gonna get flashback if I take a picture. So I'm gonna have to basically test that out for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish my face, get ready, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like when my full face of makeup is done. Hi guys, so I'm back and this is the finished look. So, you know, I put a little bit of highlighter, I've contoured, I've obviously got my lipstick on, I put a bit of powder on top of that. I didn't use a finishing spray, but yeah, this is the finished look. So I don't know, I mean, in the end it blended very well. I believe it's my color, I like it. I think it's really good. So yeah, I will be using my House of Fraser medium coverage. I'm also going to actually try and buy the full coverage and then compare the two. So guys, if you like this video, please make sure you thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment if you're using this foundation, or if you have any other brands that you can recommend here in Nigeria for me to try out. And also make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you press the bell, because a few of you have complained that whenever I upload, you don't actually get an email, or you don't actually know until maybe I've put it on social media. So make sure you press that bell so every single time that I upload, you guys are aware. So yeah, I'll be most grateful if you can do that. But yeah, so thank you guys, and this is it.